When you're starting a design, you don't really know where you're going to end up. So you don't really need to understand where you're going, right? Well, not really. It's a good thing to define your goals and know where you're headed. You're watching the InnovAU channel, home for education and inspiration for anyone who wants to get out there and innovate, invent, and create in any way. By defining and understanding your goals, you're going through the understand stage of the design process. So the general idea of the understand stage is to define what set points and goals do you actually want to reach with this design. Now, given that the understand stage sits usually right at the start of the design process, you may not know exactly where you want to go with this. But this should not stop you from writing down your goals and trying to define them. As soon as you start writing them down, it makes them more obvious and it makes them more visible, which means that you're much more likely to actually go out there and achieve them. So one of the best first things you can do is to get your goals written down. So in writing in some way. Get a whiteboard or get a diary, write it down, itemize it, and make it visible for yourself. Writing something down makes it seem more real to you. Makes it seem like it's an actual physical thing that you're achieving rather than just a general vague goal. Another great positive for actually writing down your goals is that it means that you can do a reality check on them. Can they be achieved? Is it actually physically possible to achieve them? Now, talking about large goals and small goals, watch out about the scope of your goal that you're trying to achieve. It is very easy to overestimate in the short term, but underestimate in the long term. Be ambitious. Try and make your long-term goals much bigger. You want to achieve as much as possible, so aim as high as possible. Aim high and you will jump high. This is something which in Kung Fu, you need to look high and you can actually get your kick much higher. If you look low, you will kick lower. When you're creating your goals, try and be as specific as possible. You may not know what your goals exactly are, but try and specify it as much as possible now. You can always go back and re-specify and change it around. There's no problem in that at all. But as soon as you start specifying it, it makes it much more obvious and it makes it much more likely that you will find exactly what you want to achieve. One thing you definitely want to watch out for when you're setting your goals is that you don't tie your happiness to achieving your goals. When you tie your happiness to actually achieving your goals, you can't be happy with the progress that you've made. You want to be happy just for the mere fact that you are achieving and that you're making progress. But if you're starting to feel like it's just a bit too far away and it's a bit hard to reach, maybe you should try and think about reversing your gap. This is something which Vishen Lakhiani in the Code of the Extraordinary Mind outlines as one potential way to make things feel a bit more achievable and just to be a bit more happy with what you're doing. Now, this method of reversing the gap involves, instead of looking at how far you have to go, try and concentrate a bit more on how far you have come and what you have achieved. That way you'll feel more fulfilled. You'll feel a bit more like you have achieved something and you can be happy about that. It's amazing what you can do and what you have done. It's so easy to forget how far you've come, to forget what progress you've made in your life. Another key thing to remember when you're setting your goals and you're understanding your goals is that they may change over time. Now, don't be afraid of this. This is something that happens. This is something which will pretty much always happen. Your goals will change slightly. They may change dramatically. But don't let this set you back. Don't be afraid of changing your goals. And don't be afraid of changing what you want to succeed. Once you've set your goals, it's up to you to persist and see it through to the end and follow the rest of the design process. Some of the most successful people in the world aren't those that just came by success and richness and all of that immediately. But some of the most successful people are those that have been the most persistent. And persistence is good because it means that you will achieve your goals no matter what. It means that you won't give up. Majority of the time that people don't achieve goals is not because some sort of obstacle gets in their way, because most obstacles can be overcome given persistence. People don't achieve their goals because they give up, because they let the obstacles get in their way. Don't let failures and setbacks stop you from achieving. Don't let things get in your way. There are no obstacles that can't be overcome. And if you're starting to feel a bit of doubt, remind yourself why you're trying to achieve this goal. Why did you start the goal in the first place? What was it, the end outcome of this, that you wanted to achieve, beyond just the goal itself? And what was this initial thing that inspired you to want to get out and create this goal? That is what will inspire you to continue. These mandarins are massive. I highly recommend you ever go to a fruit store. Go to the fruit store more often. You get much better fruit, much better quality. And just always remember, you are awesome. You will achieve your goals and you will succeed. All you've ever wanted in life is out there, waiting for you to claim it. So get out there and achieve it. Make it reality. Make it yours. If you'd like to say anything about the Understand process, leave a comment in the comments section below. Hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos that aim to educate and inspire anyone who wants to get out there and invent, innovate, or create in any capacity. I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio! The whole idea of inventing is to create something new, something that fills a need. So yes, you can bring it down to the basics of see a need, fill a need. But in those two steps, there are lots of other smaller steps. What I am specifically referring to is the design process, which is a basic set of steps which allows you